This box contains the cars which are competing in the 2022 edition of the American Road Race series. The cars have arrived fresh from the Gold Rock circuit to compete in the next event of the series here in Edinburgh. I'm going to unbox the cars and let you see what they look like. Be careful not to push the blade too far through the cardboard, well, through the sellotape, to avoid damaging the cars. Here we are. Okay. Here's the lid. The cars are all individually packaged or contained. Instructions for the hosts and some bits I don't understand, but no doubt they'll come to some use in the near future. So here we are. Okay. Typically they are the wrong way around, as it were. So I'll just do that before I take the cars out. So here we are. I'm not sure what piece of paper are. I'm just simply saying what the cars are. No. Oops. Right, I guess the bit of paper is to prevent the guide snagging on the foam rubber. So here we are, a Porsche 911 GT3 RS type with an Inco angle winder chassis. Wheels all seem to turn quite freely and the motor's spinning nicely. And this has one of the Inco red tapered drive pinions which tend to split, so this one's surviving quite well. I think it looks like one of the original ones. The spur gear has been replaced with a different thing. So here we are, Porsche 911, nice car. Looking pretty much undamaged. The mirrors are still in place. I think they're part of the body though. I think they're not glued on like some. The rear wing looks fairly fragile, but it's okay as well, so all good. Next car is a Lamborghini, and again it's an Inco car. Angle winder. Oops. The rear tyre might be touching on the bodywork there, but the body is free to move, so it might actually be running. Yeah, it's okay, but if I don't put my fingers on the top of the body, so I think that's okay. Front wheels are all fine. Nice looking car, nice sort of metallic gold finish. Hopefully you can see these when I put it near the camera. Nice gold finish and gold wheels. That's quite smart. This looks like a Ford. Sorry, oh dear, my bad. It's a Ferrari. Ferrari of some description, and it is a Carrera car with, I'm not sure what motor that is, but I think it's a different motor. Again, the wheels are free to run, quite large tyres on this. You can see the largish tyres, fairly high profile. Front wheels are turning freely. The guide is a bit wobbly, as we say, but I presume it's been like that. It's not coming out. Doesn't appear to be damaged. It's just a bit slack and wobbly. Oh my God, the mirrors are very fragile, but they're surviving well. So quite a nice car, entered by RNLI Lifeboats, apparently. Next car is Renault. Renault Megane angle winder, Inco angle winder in, yeah, it's an Inco chassis as well, although it's had some work done, don't know what that's about. Rear wheels turn quite freely, the body's pretty slack, lots of body float. Oh, front axle has lots of movement, so it's interesting. Everything turning quite freely. Two mirrors, the rear wing has been glued back in place at some point. I'm not sure if that's been during this event or if it started the event like that. Next car is Mercedes GTC Coupee. It is it's a electric Hornby car. Nice chrome finish if you like that kind of thing. Quite smart car in real terms. Wheels nice and free. Rear wheels are turning okay. I think they'll be okay. The guide a bit slack, but okay. Next car is another Porsche, and it is electric Hornby. Again, the wheels are fairly free. Yes, no damage. Both mirrors still intact. I don't know if the aerial was any longer than that when it started out, but it's that length now. Rear wing sound. Everything's hunky dory. So. The braids are quite wide on this. You can see that. Ford GT, yes, Ford GT, the recreation as it were. This is another Hornby car, electric car, and wheels are running freely. Sprung guide as always, yes, the best way. So yep, we'll see how that runs. It seems to be intact. I think the mirrors may have been there and have been removed for, well, to prevent them being lost during the event. The mirrors tend to be a bit susceptible to damage, but the rear wing's okay. Quite a nice car. Not sure about the lighting here, but and Aston Martin, electric Aston Martin. So very standard. Oh. Interesting noise the rear axle or motor is making. It's a metal spur gear, so that probably, well, it's a metal spur gear and a metal pinion, so that accounts for the noise, I think. The rear wing seems to be okay. No mirrors. Again, the mirrors have been removed, I think. Ready for action. And that's the top layer of cars. One benefit of doing the video, is that I'll be able to remember which cars were where when it arrived. Okay, this one is turn around. Turn around better, in fact. So here we are. Look like all American cars, or USA cars. Right. Okay. Interesting. Interesting chassis from Salute. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's a Ford Rancho or Ford of some sort, anyway. And yeah. Front wheels are tucked well up into the wings, as are the rear wheels, so a bit of a low rider. Everything running freely, so see how that goes. Yeah, for that age of car, obviously there's no wings involved with this, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I better get organised here. Put some cars into the categories here, I think. There. And here. Ford Mustang looks like a Pioneer, or maybe not. Not sure what body that is. 3D printed chassis of some sort, or certainly a fabricated chassis. Free to run. Guide is okay. Again, because of the vintage of car, there's no wings or anything like that to fall foul of incidents on the track. Chevrolet Camaro. Brass bits on the chassis. There's a sort of plastic motor pod with brass weighting, whatever you want to call it, so around the edges of the chassis. Quite a nice car. Greg Gobb will of course like it because it's blue and yellow. What's this? Oh, it's a Pioneer. Right, okay, Pioneer chassis, and I think that's I think that's another Camaro, a later vintage of Camaro. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Quite a nice car though. The rear axle's not exactly free to turn, but it certainly turns quite well. Front wheels spin nicely. Everything seems to be fine. Oops. A lot of blue and yellow cars in this event. If you ever watch the worldwide slot car chat, you'll appreciate that the host, Greg, is a big fan of blue and yellow cars. So this one is a fabricated chassis again, and I think that, I'm not sure what body that is. Somewhere on the roof there, just a bit of fluff or something. So everything turning quite nicely. Oh, look, the wheels can turn opposite directions, look at that. Right. Oh my gosh, another lowrider. Wheels tucked well into the body. Fabricated chassis, a 3D printed chassis. Everything turning quite happily. Again, sort of vintage type car, so no wings or mirrors to fulfill. Blue and white. Oh, okay. Although the headlights are yellow. So that looks like a 3D printed chassis, I think, although it's got the exhaust outlets combined with it, so perhaps it's a variation of a production chassis, not sure. Sidewinder motor location. Everything seems fine. Another Camaro. This one is definitely a Camaro. Nice free running front axle. Bit of packaging on the tyres. I'll clean the tyres before I give them all a run. So, quite a nice car. Blue again. Sidewinder motor. Yeah, it's a Hornby chassis. That's the Hornby standard Scotch chassis with the exhaust. Oops, the exhaust side pipes. Okay, next layer. I'll just hold this up at an angle, hopefully you can see the cars in this box, and a variety of years again. So start with the John Player Special, which I think is a Ferrari 512 BB. Again, the tyres have picked up a bit of the sort of polystyrene packaging, but as I mentioned, I'll clean the tyres before running the cars. Quite nice. Not much body rock. The front axle's a bit free. Not much body rock, and this is kind of like the way I build my cars, and the body screws are tight. Oh, right, okay. This looks like a Penelope pit stop chassis. Which looks kind of lost under the size of under the body. It's a big car, and yes. Okay, I'm not sure what body that is. Might be a Skeletric NASCAR type body. Very small front wheels and tyres. Yes, see how that performs. OSC Porsche 914. These are kind of taking over the slot racing world just now, and quite a nice one. The motor pod is taped to stop it moving too much, but giving it a bit of compliance, a bit of movement. Everything seems to be fine. The mirror's still there. I think these only have one mirror, so that's fine. Okay, Corvette. Can't remember what version of Corvette this is, but it's got yeah, fabricated chassis of some sort. I can't make it. There's a logo embedded in there. I don't know what that is. Can't make it out. A real yank tank. Sorry. I've seen this car before. It's the body from a vintage electric car that we all used to have in our youth, and they didn't run very well, but this one goes amazingly well. So we'll see how that performs against the other cars in the class. I think this will be fine. Yep. Another RNLI car is what stands out. Oh, okay. The chassis is a bit floppy, so I'll check that out. So there was one of the cars had a body mount problem. Okay, screws just fall out, so I guess that's the forward mounting post that should be there, and oh dear, I can see the post is sitting at an angle, so I need to investigate that and see if I can sort it. Okay, apart from that, Drive TR7, an unusual choice for a car that's been set in a proxy, but we'll see how that runs. It's got a nice metal chassis, yes, Penelope pit stop chassis, so we'll see how that goes. Not sure what motor that is. I'll put that to one side with the screw so I don't lose it. Alright, okay, this is a Dodge Charger by STX, the Spanish company, and it's my car, so I'll not say anything, can't say anything bad about it, but it's not gone too well in the events so far, so not holding out too much hope, but we'll see how it goes. Another OSC car. These are OSC, a Di Tommaso Pantera. These are one of the cars that were in vogue for a while, having an Italian designed body with an American V8 engine of some description, for ease of maintenance and still getting a fair bit of power. Sorry, the pulse line sticking to my fingers. So, hope you can see these. The lighting's not great. It's a bit of a rally car with the lamp pod on the front, but that's fine. Right, okay. I'm here with the last batch, I think. Yes. If we can see the cars, so just do like that before I remove them. Let me see them. Start at the bottom this time. Oh my gosh. Okay. A Cadillac. Not sure what vintage. Another Penelope pit stop chassis. The front. That tyre there is rubbing inside, so I'm not sure how. We'll see how that runs on the track, but I'll perhaps message Jerry and ask him if he wants me to do anything with that, because that tyre is definitely rubbing on the inside of the arch as I do that, but again on the track it may be different, it may run okay. So yeah, big yank tank. Something's happened with the interior. I don't know if you can see, but the interior has become a bit detached, and the driver's sitting sideways in the cockpit. But that won't affect the running. This is cosmetic, obviously. A Corvette, early Corvette, and quite nice. Fabricated chassis by I think it's NP. I don't know what that says. Anyway, looks like 3D printed chassis. Graham's car. So better say nice things. So he's the boss. Yeah, I like the wheels. The wheels are nice and it's smart. Oh, the front axle is independently, or front wheels can rotate independently. So I'm not sure how he's done that. But we'll perhaps check it later. So nice car, fairly low at the front, but the back is sort of fairly normal sort of stance. Okay, an early Ferrari, and I'm not sure what this is. 3D printed chassis, and quite nice. Again, the wheels suit the car nicely because there's a lot of high profile tyres, so that's quite nice. Not sure what motor that is. Again, the motor's taped in, so it's damped by the tape. Nice. It's standing up well to any damage. I don't know if it's been rolled many times during the event, but the windscreens are both undamaged. Well, there's a bit of a mark on that, but might be glue. Oh, another Penelope pit stop chassis. I think running quite nicely. Chassis, yeah, chassis looks a bit strange, lost inside such a big body. But here we are. Not sure what the logo on the side is. Some sort of emblem, of some sort. I should have put my reading glasses on, shouldn't I? Anyway, it's a big yank tank, and we'll see how that runs. Quite narrow track at the back. The front axle's a bit wider, but the resin body is quite thick, and therefore limiting the space available inside the body. See how that runs. A Cobra, okay, or it might be an AC Ace. I'm not too sure of the differences between the Cobras and the original AC Ace version, but it's a plastic body, so it's probably a Cobra. Quite nice. It's still got the windscreen in place. Well, the roll cages, roll bar or roll hoop, I suppose it should be called, is pliable, so that would help its resilience. Again, it's got 3D printed chassis. Or is it? Is it? Oh no, it's an MRRC chassis, I think, is it? Oh no, it's the slotted HRS chassis, that's what it is. Right, okay. So, yep. Quite nice. Side exhaust on. Ford Escort. Mark 1 Ford Escort, well, stripped to the bare minimum, headlights removed, grille removed, everything. And yes, so I'm not sure what body that is. It's a bit soft at the side, but it's okay. The rear axle is a bit stiff to turn, but it's turning okay. Seems to be free. Front one's a bit tight as well. Not too bad. We'll see how that runs. Is that a crack? Yeah, there's a crack in the front wing. With a crack in the front wing, I hope that didn't happen during the event. This one looks like it's been cracked as well. I won't stress it, but that looks like some sort of body damage at some point. The pod is sort of flexible mounting for the pod, which is interesting. Okay. My entry, Mercedes 250 SL, and it's got a sort of botched up chassis from, I'm not sure what, from, I think it might even be the original chassis. Oh no, it's an Inco, isn't it? An Inco pod, I remember now. An Inco chassis. So we'll see how that goes. Last but not least, another Corvette, nice red Corvette. There's a song about that, isn't there? And it's quite good. The roof has become a bit detached at the front edge, or perhaps never been attached at the front edge. But we'll see how that holds on. Seems to have survived so far. Nice wheels. Not sure what the wheels are, but nice. Everything running freely. Metal chassis, brass plates and things, so quite nicely done. See how that goes. Quite a long blade on the guide, but presumably it's been okay around other tracks. So that's it. Not sure how many cars that is, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 32 cars, something like that, and we'll see how they run. So the next plan is to do sort of shakedown runs the next, well, maybe tonight even, and see how the cars are running okay, see if they're running okay, and then run the actual event probably on Saturday coming, maybe Friday, oh, tomorrow's Friday, isn't it? But so yeah, maybe Friday or Saturday, and see how it goes. And thank you for watching.